Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Jonas. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 214 of the Level Up program and day number 54 of the Brown Belt level. If you're new to the program here, this is all about my dice shooting journey and learning how to shoot the dice, as well as practicing a trend-based betting system. If you're playing along with Crapsee, the code today is P9E8T2, or you can just click on the live tab in Crapsee and it'll bring you right to this video. In the chat, we've got Will Munson, we have Roger OMC Craps, we have Uncle Hoku, John G, and JR, and Navaldo. Welcome everybody, and Frida. Well, we're just popping in a lot right away. We're going to be shooting from stick right 1 today. We are going to be using the 3-finger front par grip, and let's get started right away. We have a couple different new dice calls. I'm going to add 3 new dice calls if we get them in today. Some of them are repeat numbers from other dice calls that we have. So we're going to be alternating. So for example, I have a 6-2 new dice, 6-2 dice call, but we'll be alternating that with a 6-2 Duracell 8. And let's go start with Crapsee. We're going to go with a $20 pass line bet. We're going to go with a $3 craps check. We're going to go 555 on that ATS. And I got to adjust my computer screen here so I can see it a little bit better. There we go. Yeah, let's go all bets set here. And dice out. So we're going to be focusing on the basics today. One of the things I'm going to really focus on is getting over the top of my dice. So in other words, normally I'm off to the side more, but what we're doing is we're going to get straight over the top of the dice when we're throwing them so we can get a better view down the table and hopefully a better landing zone. And we have a hard 8 to square pair, so that'll be our first point when we get KPI roll tracker engaged. So we got 4-4 hard 8, and that'll be the square pair. That'll be our first point for the day. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go with the 64 across, actually the 96 across bet level. And we're going to go... we're not going to do any pass line odds. We're just going to leave it as is. So we will go all bets set here. And dice out. We're sticking with the hard way set to start off the rolling today. Good morning, Randy. Good morning, SJ. And we got dice out. Making sure the dice are tight together and square to the table. Dice crossed at the end, but we have a 2, 4, 6 to 2x4. So yesterday we had one good shooter in the beginning. The rest of them were kind of crappy. We had 5 shooters in total. 2 of them were at the 8, one was at 11, and the other ones were like 2 or 3 or whatever. Wasn't very successful. We had 3 shooters that we actually made just a slight bit of money on, but the rest of the shooters we did not make much money on. In fact, we lost money. So overall, yesterday we were down on our bankroll. We're going to go 32 across pressure here. We're going to pick up $10 in pass line odds. And we will call that all bets set here, guys. Everybody is hitting that button really fast. We got 14 people watching on YouTube. 3 likes so far. So I appreciate all the support that you guys do give. And dice out. And we have a 3, 5, 8. That would be the 8 came easy. So we hit the point. Be looking for a new point here. Glad I put some pass line odds out there, so that does pay out nicely. So we have $50 brought back to the rack so far. We're going to stick with that $20 pass line bet. We're going to go back again on a $3 craps check. ATS is still intact. We're again stick with that 5-4-5-4 hardware set. That last one was a single pitch of the dice. And let's go all bet set. Dice out. And we got another 628. This would be the Duracell 8. Go out, support free live craps. And if you like the video, make sure you give that thumbs up. And that's not just my own videos, it's every creator that you watch. If you enjoy their videos, make sure you give them some appreciation. Every little bit of help that you give gives them more support in the YouTube system. So 5-4-5-4. Our point is 8. We're going to stay with the same bet there. Yeah, we're just let's do another 32 pressure across. So we're at the 160 across bet level right now. We'll take one hit here and then we'll bring our bets down. And all bets set. That left die left a little bit early, but we have a 2-3 Justice 5. That'd be Justice Gen. So that'll be the hit that we need to bring our bets back down now. So we have $82 brought back to the rack. Let's go with the 64 across bet level. So we have 87 on a table. So we're into the shooter for only $5 right now. The reason we have 87 on a table is because of that ATS bet. We have the 5-5-5 on our Good Morning Coach Joe. And we have a $20 pass line bet. So sticking with that 5-4-5-4, we're throwing most of our dice on axis today, which is a rarity for me because normally I go one dice off axis on the average, and I'll bet set. Dice split apart. Let's regrip them. There we go. They split apart when they left my fingers. But we have a 4-6-10. That'd be Waylon's best friend weighing it in, Daddy Joe. So that is the hit that'll bring us into profit. So normally you can either do one of two things. You can either single press the number that was hit there, or you can do it as a collect. We're going to go with a single press. We're going to make that 10 look like $15. Again, we're going to go 5-4-5-4 for our dice set. And that was one dice off axis, that last one. And I'll bet set here. Good morning, Derek. Blackburn. That right die stuck. It didn't go anywhere. The left one kind of took off, had a little mind of its own. But we have the 4-4 heart 8 square pair again. So the 8 is a big, easy beginning repeat number here. That was our point again, so we hit the point. This is shooter number 1 here. We've had the point of 8 twice already. We've hit it twice already. So that is obviously a strong number. I should have put odds on that, and I did not. Again, we're going to stay with that $20 pass line, but we're going to go $3 craps check. Actually, let's make that a $10 pass line bet. And we're going to go with a $2 craps check. So the reason I decreased that is so that way I can put some odds onto it. Plus that ATS has been paid for already by that first pass line bet win. So let's go all bets set here. And I saw we got 14 people watching on YouTube right now. I did not see how many people are in Crapsee. Result. And again, that left die stuck. The right one took off this time. We have a 3-5 easy 8, so 8 is hit again. And that'll be our point once again. That's our third point we set today. And all three of them are on that 8. So since that's a hot number right now, let's put $20 in pass line odds on that 8. So we've got 118 brought back to the rack. We have 102 on the table. 5 4 5 4. And all bet set. And we got a 6-3-9. That'd be the center field 9. So 6-3. I always announce my left die first, which is the 6. They crossed when I brought them back. And the right die I announce second. And I'm always watching to see which direction the dice go when they land. If you guys notice in the chat, we actually have a moderator now. I made Roger from OMC Craps a moderator. Roger has been with me since almost day one here, supporting me. And he's like usually when he's available, one of the first people that are on the live stream. So congratulations, Roger. That gives you power to boot people off. So be nice, Blackburn. Be nice in the chat. Just kidding you. But anyhow, 5-4-5-4 hardware set. We threw a 9, so we're going to make that 9 and 5 look like $25. I'm sorry, we're going to make them look like $15. So 132 brought back, 112 on the table, and all bets set. Dice out. And we have a 2-3-5. That would be the Justice 5 again. Justice Jen. Showing up twice so far in this first shooter. So we're hitting mostly inside numbers, almost all box numbers. We have not thrown, knock on wood, and I probably shouldn't say this, but we've not thrown a craps number yet. We're going to make that 5 look like $25. 153 on the table. Our 153 brought back to the rack. We got 122 on the table. We have 5 people in Crapsee. Make sure you press that button. Thank you very much. You did. Awesome. And we got all bets set here. These are splitting apart on me, so we got to regrip them. And dice out. And we have another 2-3-5, so we're definitely hitting repeat numbers here. And we're going to make that 5 look like $35. So 5 is primed and ready to start profiting as we press it up quite nicely. And we got all bets set here. So I'm going to try to get up to Green Bay either this weekend or next weekend to check out the tables that they have up there. They were supposed to have made, I'll give you 1 second here. And we got a 5-6 Minmo Yo. That would be Cheerio coming to us from above. So they were supposed to have changed out the table. They had a 12-foot table at Oneida, but they're actually going to two 8-foot tubs now, and it was basically because of staffing issues and that. So I've never shot on a 8-foot tub ever, so I'm kind of curious to see what it is, how it works, and how well I'll shoot on that. So it'll be definitely a lot shorter than what I'm used to shooting at. Right now I'm shooting at about 9.5 feet away from the back wall. On that tub, I'll probably be somewhere around the 7 to 8 foot mark. So we'll kind of curious, kind of interested to see how it goes. All bet set. Dice crossed, and then they came back on each other. So we had the 6-2 Duracell 8 the last time. This is going to be the 6-2 Great 8, and that'd be Leon from Great Craps. Make sure you go and check out his channel. He's been kind of on hiatus a little bit. I think he's in the process of moving, so hopefully he'll be coming out with some new content soon. But that was the 8. That was a point again. That was a repeater win. We've hit the 8 6 times out of 13 rolls, so that's pretty dominant number. Our other dominant number so far is that 5. So let's go. Same thing, $10 pass line bet. We'll go $2 craps check, and we have $222 brought back to the rack, 114 on the table currently. Our box numbers are turned off. And I'll be just during the come out roll here. All bets set. If you're watching on YouTube and you haven't said hi in the chat yet, please do so. We got 16 people watching right now. And we have a 3-3 hard 6. That'd be the double D-Gen. So 6 will be our new point. This is the second different number that we've had so far on this shooter for a point, and that is our 4th point that we set. So the first 3 of them were an 8. Now we're on a 6. So we are going to take that $12 off the 6, and we'll actually put $10 in pass line odds. And then let's make that 8 look like, we've been hitting that a lot, so let's make that look like $30. Again, we're going to go 5-4-5-4. We've been shooting primarily on axis today, and all bets set. Result. And we got a 5-4 hard 9 Big Mac. That's obviously after Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps. Jeff has went live with his D8 table, I believe, yesterday and Monday, and that was the only 2 days this week he's going to be doing that. Randy's asking what grip I'm using and what set I'm using today. I'm using so far the Hardway set, 5-4-5-4, and I'm just using a 3-finger front par grip. So I'm grabbing the dice and I'm holding the top edge of the dice, and I'll put it right up on the camera so you guys can see that. Okay. Normally what I do is I use that Yuri grip, which I have a hard time doing with my left hand. So I'll show you what the Yuri grip looks like from my right hand. Yuri grip is just holding them on edge. But with that power grip, we're just grabbing that top side there. So, and now we hit the 9 last, so we're going to make that 9 look like $25. And we'll call that all bet set. 241 brought back to the rack, 150 on the table. And dice out. Dice landed at hit the back wall, and they split apart, but we got a 3-3-6, the double D-Gen again. think, well, that was 2 rows ago that we did that. So 3, 3, hard 6 again. So hard ways are starting to show up. That is obviously a primary hit. And that is our point. So that's our second point that we've hit on the shooter. Fourth point set, fourth point that we hit, but that was 2 different numbers, obviously. So again, $10 pass line bet. We're going to go with $2 craps check. ATS is still intact. We're looking for that 12 for the tall, the 2, 3, and 4 for the small. And all bets set. We're going to go 5, 4, 5, 4 coming out. Excellent. Ooh, I kind of veered off towards the center of the table there, guys. But we have the 314 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So 314 is our new point, so it'll be our third point for this shooter. Let's see if we can hit that and hit another point. We can work on that fire bet. So our point is 4. We're going to take that $10 off the 4. We're going to put that right in pass line odds. Let's make the 6 look like $30 as well. So now we've got that 5, 6, 8, and 9 at the 160 or at the quarter level. Actually, 6 and 8 is at a $30 level. We have $10 on that, $15 on the 10. 5, 4, 5, 4. And we got all bets set. Excellent. And we got a 5-3 easy 8. 8 game easy. So we are definitely pounding those inside numbers. 6s and 8s are definitely going to be making us a little bit of money here if we keep them going. We're going to press that 8 up and make it look like $42. $296 brought back to the rack, 182 on the table. Good morning, Nemo. 5, 4, 5, 4. And all bets set. Drive safe, Nemo. Have a good day at work. And days out. And we got a 4-2-6. So that'd be a 2x4. So we're going to make the 6 look like $42 now. $331 brought back to the rack, 194 on the table. And all bets set. Ooh, I got short on the landing zone. They did cross, guys. But hey, we have got the OMC craps, all the dots and all the spots, midnight. And if I'm not mistaken, that's going to lead or turn half of that screen green. And yes, it did. So we got the tall. That is awesome. We have been a few days since we've done that. So that is awesome, awesome, awesome. And all we need is that 2 and 3 to hit that small. And that was both dice off axis. So what happened there was that they both drifted to the right. So that was obviously not the best throw in the world. Again, we're going to go 5-4-5-4 on the hard way set. We've got 41 brought back to the rack now, 189 on the table, and all bets set. So we're starting to get a little bit of our money back that we've lost over the last week or so. And it's up. Dice crossed again, and we have a 3-5-8, easy 8 again. So how many 8s is that on this shooter? That is 8 8s out of 21 throws. So that's pretty good repeat number there, and most of them have been that 3-5 variety. So we're going to go to $60 on the 8. Again, 5-4-5-4. We don't have many people in Crapsee playing along today, so some of the people are missing out on a good roll here. We only have, I think, 5 or 6 people playing at Crapsee. We got only 13 people watching today, so it is definitely a slow day in the YouTube world and Crapsee world. Dice out. Ooh, I hit the mixing bowl, guys, but we got lucky. We have a 1-3-4. Big Joe from Craftsmaster Journey. Got lucky on that one. That was poor landing zone choice, poor mechanics on her. I kind of pulled my arm back instead of throwing straight, so we got to really make sure that we work on that. And my phone went out, so I got to adjust my camera. Give me 1 second here, guys. I don't know why it did that. So we will get that work in there for you. And let me make that bigger so you guys don't see about all the junk on my back wall there. There you go. That should be working now. Why that happened, I have no clue. So I apologize for any inconvenience there. We had a 1-3-4. That was our point, guys. We hit the point. That's our third point that we hit. So we're going to go again with a $2 craps check, the $10 pass line bet. 5-4-5-4. The funds of running a show and trying to make sure that everything works decent. All bets set. Let's see if we can hit a different point now. We can work on that fire bet. Dice out. Our right dice stuck to the table. We have a 6-5 midmo yo, 6-5-11 on a come out, so that's a pass line winner. Still looking for that 2 and 3. Kung Fu Grip Randy. It is the Kung Fu Grip. That is right, Blackburn. Again, $10 pass line bet, $2 craps check. Our ATS is still intact. We only have 4 people on Crapsee right now. So hopefully Crapsee is working decent for everybody. We started off with like 8 people on there. And we have got all bets set. They sucked. Ooh, I held on just a touch too long, guys. We got lucky. We had the 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. I held onto the dice just a split second too long, and they went really far up in the air. And in fact, the one didn't even go past where it landed. It just kind of stuck to the table. So 6 will be our new point. That is a point we've had already. So we're going to take that $42 off there. We'll put $30 in pass line odds. And let's make that 4 look like $20. We'll make that a buy bet. And let's make that 10 look like $20. We'll make that a buy bet as well. So 556 brought back to the rack. We have 210 on the table. 5-4-5-4. And all bets set. So Randy's saying maybe I'm a lefty. I actually am a left-handed person. I write left-handed. I eat with my left hand, but I do pretty much everything else with the right hand. But I am considered a left-handed person. But when I did my martial arts training, we always had to train both the right and left side. So I have become versed, I guess, on both sides at times. And we've got Magic Aces. That'd be the 112 Larry from Magic Aces. So that is one of the dice calls that we have for Magic Aces. I have another dice call that if we hit Magic Aces again, that I will tell you what that call is at that time. And that was a call that two-wheel pair of dice came up with. 5454, that Magic Aces will help us towards that ATS. Now all we need is the Alfredo sauce, and that's something that I normally do throw, but we have not thrown it yet today. Never trust a lefty. I will southpaw you so fast, Blackburn. I'm just kidding. All bet set. Dice up. Here we go. Let's get a Alfredo sauce here. And we do not. We've got the 5-2. And I'm going to call this as the new call here, guys. This is the 5-2. You frickin' son of a bitch. John from Pro Craps. I don't know if I'm going to say that too many times out loud, but that's what John calls it. And he wanted me to call that as his dice call. So I did it at least once for you, John. Hopefully you watch this video and you see it. But anyhow, 5-2 Bruce, do not become shark bait. So John G says lefties have rights too. So anyhow, guys, came to our end there. We made $356 off of that. That was a 26 rower, so that's a decent first rower here. Let's again go with a $20 pass line bet. We're gonna go $3 craps check. And we're gonna go 555 on that ATS. And we got 5454. Days out. And we have a 268. That would be the Duracell 8 to go out and support Free Life Craps. Again, thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you have a couple extra dollars in your pocket, send a super chat. Not required, not expected, but hey, it would be appreciated. Anyhow, Randy goes, John says the all too much. So anyhow, 5454, we're going to stick with that hardware set. We're going to go with the 160 cross bet level this time. And we're going to put $15 in pass. We'll go $10 in pass line odds. And all bet set. Thanks out. That left one left just a little bit early. We have the 2-6 Duracell 8 again. So that would be the Great 8 from Leon from Great Craps. And we buckshotted that point. So we got 2, 6, 8. So I'm glad I put some odds on there. And that's $29 brought back to the rack there. Okay, we're going to stick with that $20 pass line bet, $3 craps check again. And hardware set, all bets set. So John does say that too many times, but John has a tendency to throw a lot of sevens on his home table. But I guess in the casino, he actually can throw the dice quite well, and he does quite well, according to what other people have reported. Dice out. A little bit high energy there, guys, but we have the 1-5 KitchenAid mixer again. That'd be the 6. So 6 is our new point. And we're going to take that $30, move that over to the 8. Again, we're going to go $10 in pass line odds. And we'll call that all bet set. Dice split apart when they left my fingers, guys. We got lucky. We have a 4-5 hard 9 Big Mac. So they split apart when they left my fingers. They crossed when they hit the end. One did not make it all the way to the end. The other one did. So we are going to do a 32 across pressure. Now let's do that. And we're going to do another $5 in pass line odds. So we'll call that all bets set here. 5-4, 5-4. And we have all bets set. Is it? Again, those dice split apart. We have another 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. So not only did they split apart, I must have had the wrist twisted a little bit towards the right because they both flew immediately to the left. So not a lot of chats today. You guys are quiet. So that was a buckshot. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. No. We hit the points. The 6 is a point. So we hit 6 for a point, and we hit the 9, then we hit the 6 again. So we got paid out on that. When we get our new bets up, we're going to take our bets, or when we get a new point, we're going to take our bets down, and we'll reduce our bets on the table. Again, we're going to go this time with a $10 pass line bet. We'll go $2 craps check. And we've got all bets set. Days out. And we've got a 2-6-8 this time, and that'd be the Great 8, Leon from Great Craps. So we're going to take that 36. We're actually taking our bets down here. We're going to go with the 64 cross bet level here because we didn't get a lot of money, all of our money back that I wanted. Let's go with $10 in pass line odds since we were hitting at 8 a lot today. So we've got $97 brought back to the rack. We have 87 on the table. Let's do this one. So let's add another unit to the 5, 6, and 9. So that we were at that 66 inside bet level there. So we now have 97 brought back to the rack, 103 on the table. So that we were in a good position now to start the pressing. 5-4, 5-4, dice set, and dice out. All bets set. Dice crossed at the end there, and we have a 4-2-6 to 2x4. Definitely hot on those 6s and 8s today. So we've thrown 8 6s so far out of 33 throws and 11 8s. So it's been primarily a 6-8 day. So we're gonna make that 6 look like $30. An 18 brought back to the rack, 115 on the table. Oh, that's it. And we have a 2-1-3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. So that's the one that we needed before in order to hit that small and make them all. A little late, but we still got it today. That's the first ace deuce for the day. So that does nothing for our bets. Still only 4 people in Crapsee today. Interesting. 5-4. And we've got 11 people only on YouTube watching. So it's a slow day today, guys. Slow day. And I'll bet set this up. Dice crossed at the end, and we have the Old Bay Bushel, the 5-5 hard 10. So last night, Alfredo went live with a 2+ hour bonus show, which I am going to be watching. I did not get a chance to watch it. I know Blackburn was on it, and there was one other, Arnell was on there, and one other guest. I didn't catch who that last other person was. I only watched probably about 5 minutes of it. So I'm going to definitely watch that today. So we hit a 10 on that last one, so we're going to make that 10 and 4 look like $15. And we're going to call that all bet set. Looking for the Minmo Yo in the midnight. Days out. And again, we have an ace deuce Alfredo sauce. So we're starting to go 1 dice off axis here, which is fine with this dice set. Primarily, we've been throwing on axis though today with single pitches. So this is our second shooter of the day. We hit double digits on this one as well. We're not going to do anything with our bets because that was ace deuce, and I don't have anything on craps or field or none of those bets out. Again, we're keeping the bets today basic, even though we are doing the trend betting. Or trend style betting, I should say. Days out. Ooh, terrible throw, guys. We got lucky. We got a 5-6 Minmo Yo. Chill again. Coming to us from above. So John started getting together the Craps for the Cure website. I think it's called crapsforcure.com, I think, but don't quote me on that. Anyhow, check out his website. He started, I think today he's going to make the auction items available. If you're planning on attending the Craps for a Cure down in Las Vegas, which is the week before the Formula One race, make sure you go on there. You can buy tickets to get in. Good morning, Kevin. CRC. And all bet set. Days out. Dice crossed again, and another 2-1-3 this time. We were throwing a 1-2-3, but this is a 2-1-3 this time. 2-1-3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. Again, that does nothing for our bets other than the ATS bet, which we already hit it, so it does really nothing. Yeah, it's kind of a wasted roll for me. Make sure you press that button, everyone. Everybody was keeping up really good until now, so hopefully everything on Crapsee is working well for you guys. There you go. And all bets set. See a horn, bet a horn, says John. Or some people say, see a horn, bet a field. They saw it. And we got a 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. Sorry, the 1-5 KitchenAid mixer. So that is something that I really need to work on with my betting is when to bet horns or field numbers or stuff like that. I know Alfredo from Texas Crap Shooters does a really good job with that, and that's how he makes a lot of his money is by betting the horn or even the hard ways at times. Something I also don't do much of. That was a 6. We're going to make that 6 look like $42. $171 brought back to the rack, 137 on the table, and all bets set. And we have that 1-6 dreaded 7. So we got a little bit distance in this shooter today, this roll today. I think we're gonna call quits with that. Let's see where we ended up with Crapsee. So we made on this shooter $34. But anyhow, let's do this one, guys. Let's look at our statistics for today. So today we had only 2 shooters. We had a 26 and a 14, 191 quality points on that first shooter, 78 quality points on that second one. We had an SOR of 20. We had an SRR of 20. No come-out 7s today. Our strong numbers were obviously that 6 and 8, where we're blowing them off the charts, and 3s were starting to come in towards the end, as well as the 11. So it's kind of amazing how they're the opposite sides of the dice, guys. We're hitting basically those 4 dice combinations, if you will. Box numbers are high today. Inside numbers are high today. 4s and 10s are low. Come out 7s are non-existent. Horns are high today. Fields are low. Hardways are a little bit high. So let's go over and let's look at our statistics for the brown belt through the end of yesterday. And through the end of yesterday, we have 1,763 throws for the brown belt level. We have an SOR of 9.63 and an SRR of 7.17. So today's results, when I add them in for tomorrow's reporting out, should help those numbers, bring them back up a little bit higher, closer towards my goal. So John G said he did pretty well this morning. He was negative 800 and now he's a positive 813. So that's awesome. Randy, thanks for the compliment. John's going to have a bobblehead of himself at the auction. How about one for Joe, maybe Jeff and Alfredo? You know, that's not a bad idea, Roger. We'll see. We'll see if we can maybe do that up. But a little short time now. We only got less than a month before that, so I would be hard-pressed to see if that comes back in time. But anyhow, guys, hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody have a safe, great, and prosperous day. Enjoy.